Enemy sunshine, what have you done to me? Whoa, the enemy sunshine, what have you done to me? Make me live my life in wonder and misery. This is Diamond Bob, welcoming you to Veterans Advice. This is our second podcast. We're in the studio here with Joe Morgan, USMC Iraqi vet, Paul Farman, my co-host. I'm Diamond Bob, your host, and we have a very special guest in the studio today, and her name is Tiara Whitfield.
Yay.
Yay, Tiara.
Thanks for coming, Tiara. This is great to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
And Tiara, I met her at the Placer County VSO office, and she's helped me with some benefits, but we want her to talk a little bit about why you should go through a VSO to get your CMP, compensation and pension. I think it's very important. We have things that, or she has things that she can, well, I'll let her talk about it.
There you go.
So go ahead, Tiara. Tell us a little bit about your job and what happens.
Thank you, Bob. So I'm a Veteran Service Representative for Placer County Veteran Service Office. We are a service put in place by the state and the county to assist veterans and their families with maximizing their benefits. We're not for profit. We don't charge fees. We don't get a portion of awards. Like I said, we're put in place by the county and the state. It's my job to assist veterans and their families, dependents, surviving spouses, with the benefits process. So we're there from the beginning all the way until the end, whether you get awarded or denied. If benefits are denied, we're there for the entire appeals process, and really we're advocates and representatives, and we just assist through the entire process. We try to simplify everything down to where the veterans, the applicants, are just having to sign forms, because it can be a very daunting process, very confusing and frustrating.
Yes. So here's what, you don't just walk in off the street and become a VSO, Veteran Service Officer. Tell us a little bit about how you get to that point.
So in order to be a Veteran Service Representative or a Veteran Services Officer, you have to be accredited through both the state, the California Department of Veterans Affairs, which is CalVet, and also accredited through VA, Department of Veterans Affairs. So the way this is done is, I believe it's 3 times a year, CalVet hosts an academy, so we attend training all week and pretty much learn so much of the claims process. I don't want to say everything because it's very, very broad, but we do get trained in the claims processes, laws, regulations, and then there's 2 parts of this training. There's about 3 to 4 months between the first and second phases. The second phase, we go back for almost another week of training, and then we have to take a test. We pass the test, we become accredited through CalVet, through the state. After that, then we go for our certification and our approval through VA, so that we may access records, regardless, military, medical. So you know you can't just walk in off the street and become a
so VSO. I heard you say something, you can access records. Mm-hmm. So, in other words, what I'm hearing is you can say for me, you could go in and access my records. You can see what has been filed.
Yes. And let me clarify. So when I say access your records, I can only access what VA has on file for you. So I can access past claims, decisions, any military records they have regarding medical orders, discharges. It just really depends what VA has in there.
Now, I know you helped me with forms. Mm-hmm. So you have to have knowledge, I think, of the forms that are there that a veteran has to fill out. Because if you fill out the wrong form, what happens?
It'll get kicked back by VA. So the thing is if you fill out the wrong form, or you don't fill it out correctly, or you forget to check a box, VA will deny and push it back and say pretty much try again. So what this does is it creates a lot of frustration because you kind of get pushed to the back of the line almost, because they say, well, you're not ready, Bob. Go try it again. And then we're going to take, Joe here. He's ready. So that's our goal, is to prevent that. We're pretty much a second set of eyes.
Wow. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, this young lady here helped me immensely. And we're going to be talking again. But
Tiara, how long have you been with Placer County?
I've been with Placer County for 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, but I'm telling you, she's been the best I've seen over there.
Thank you.
Truly. So, can you give us the address of where that is for the veterans that are local here in Placer County in Sacramento?
Yes. So we are located at 1000 Sunset Boulevard, Suite 115 in Rocklin, and it's 95765. We're located in the Health and Human Services building. We're right off of Sunset across from Oracle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we work within the county. We have an office there. And then on Tuesdays, we have an office open in Auburn, up at the DeWitt Center, 8 to 12 and then 1 to 5. That's every Tuesday, just to help some of the veterans who are up there, can't make it down here to Rocklin. And then the third Monday of every month, we'll be up in Tahoe at Carnelian Bay, assisting there, because Placer's so broad, it's hard for people to get down to Rocklin.
So I think that you got the walk-in, but I found that if I call you and make an appointment, it's probably better.
I would say it is better just for some continuity. We do have walk-ins. We will not turn anyone away. We're happy to assist, but we also cannot estimate your wait time, who will be there. Some days, nobody's there. Other days, there's people waiting. So I couldn't say, yeah, come by on Wednesday. Nobody's here. So we do assist. We will help with anyone with a walk-in. We will not turn anyone away. But appointments are... I would say for me, I prefer them. They're more structured.
Okay.
And right now, our appointments, they're probably about a few weeks out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, on this podcast, in the description, we have the phone number, your phone number, that listed. Mm-hmm. And I believe the addresses, so they can just go down while you're watching this podcast, and you can see how to get in touch with Tiara and her team, the phone number and the address. So it's right there in the description while you're watching this.
But I think she has a boss.
I do. The Veteran Service Officer is Derek Oliveira. He's been there for about 2 years now, but he really delegates down to his team. There's 3 representatives right now. We're hoping to hire more. We just have to wait for approval for that position. I believe they're trying to hire another veteran service representative. So basically, he's more in managing. So he delegates the actual tasks to us. But he also does file claims as well.
But he's a pretty knowledgeable guy, though. I like him. I've been over there and met him.
Yeah, he's a Navy veteran. He's been doing this for a while. Like I said, he came to Placer from Merced a few years ago. So, yeah, he's been doing this for a while. But, yeah, he's a Navy veteran.
All right. So I think the reason we brought Tiara in was to let the veterans know out there, because I know there's a lot of them who go, I filed this and that, and it doesn't work. But you have to make sure the forms are done the boxes are checked, and you got to go to somebody like Tiara who can help you with that. It's frustrating, I'm sure, but still you have to do it. You can't back away from it, because if you do back away from it, guess what? Your C&P doesn't come, your compensation and pension. You don't get that.
It's nice to have an advocate, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
Definitely.
what helps.
Yeah, we're advocates. We always say we're the middleman between the veteran, us, and then VA. And that's what we're there for. We're there to assist. A lot of some of the issues we've run into is that a lot of veterans are not aware of us and our services we provide. So,
And I think another important thing, it's not just the veterans. You help the veterans' widows.
yes.
And I know you've helped Karen McGrath, who we're probably going to bring in here in the next podcast. And she's going to talk about that. And it's very important, because she would have lost her house if she didn't get that benefit.
Wow.
So what Tiara does and what they do over there, you don't get paid enough.
Yeah, there you go.
Whoever's listening.
Yeah, definitely. We do definitely assist the surviving spouses. And, when that time does come, a lot of, you're not really thinking about that, but you have to. And you're not really wanting to do this paperwork and fill out all these things and go pretty much to bat with VA. That's what we're there for. We're there for you. You're already, suffering a loss, and we're here to hopefully, get that business side taken care of. Because the veteran did serve, and there are benefits that are available.
Thank you, because I'll let her talk about it, but there's a lot of benefits to a spouse or a widow of a veteran that's passed. I mean,
right.
she gets to keep the taxes, the reduction in taxes on the house, and if they're renting a place, if it's that way, she can get. She can actually go buy a house with the VA loan.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of different benefits that are available depending on rating percentages, but, we're here to assist to kind of sift through those benefits and see what they may be eligible for.
How long do you think, if somebody came in, how long would it take for them to sit down with you and kind of figure this out?
It kind of depends what they're looking for, what kind of services they're looking for, what their situation is, whether they're the veteran or the surviving spouse. We usually do hour appointments. If we have pension appointments, which are the surviving spouse appointments, or pension for the veterans, those are about 2 hours, just because they require more thorough work on the claim. Because our goal is to get everything to VA in a nice, neat package, not have it kicked back.
All right.
Yeah, we want to get it right the first time.
Ooh, I like that one.
Didn't you write a song, Diamond Bob? I want to get it right the first time. For those that don't know, Diamond Bob's a musician, and we used to actually play in a band together, a blues band too.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
I have his CDs in my office.
Oh, do you?
I do.
There you go. Fun stuff.
So, is there anything else you like to touch on?
I think we pretty much covered it. Just really, thank you for inviting me here and having me here. But really, I'm just trying to be a good representative, for the veterans and for Placer County. Oh, and one more thing. Even if you don't live in Placer County, you live in a surrounding county and you would like to utilize our services, we're here to help. We'll never turn anyone away. A lot of things I've come to see is veterans talk. A lot of it's word of mouth. We'll have veterans coming from several counties away saying, my buddy told me to come here and ask for so-and-so. Mm-hmm. And so if they're willing to, make the travel, we're definitely willing to assist.
All right.
And then also due to COVID, we're willing to accommodate. If people do not want to come to the office, we understand. We do things email, mail, telephone. So don't let that deter you if you don't want to come in. We totally understand.
That's important
that.
right now.
What's the video chat? Do you do that? The video?
Zoom?
Right now, if we could do it, but we're most of our population's older veterans, so they don't really, not up with the technology, but we could arrange that if need be.
You mean like me? Anyway.
That's for sure.
But yeah, it could be done.
What were you trying to show me?
No, I'm just letting you know what time it is.
Oh.
That's all. Keep us on track here, buddy. Yeah, he's looking here. So, yeah, thank you, Tiara. This has been wonderful.
Of course, my pleasure.
Having you here.
Yeah, we
Some great information.
I am so happy that Derek, is that his name?
Derek, yes, that's my boss.
Allowed you to come over here and do this.
Yeah, he was all for it. He thought it was great, and he was encouraging, and he told me even right when I was leaving, represent us. Good luck.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's very encouraging.
Well, now he can listen to it.
Yeah, there you go.
They'll be listening.
That's great.
So I do have a question, actually, before I let you go. What is the most common mistake you see with veterans? Like, what do they do wrong 90% of the time?
Fill out the forms wrong, or they have the wrong forms or outdated forms. VA is very stringent. You have to walk their line and jump through their hoops. They update forms. They'll kick it back if you submit an old form. It's the thing I see veterans, they want to do things their way. I understand, but VA's like, it's our way or nothing. So that's really the biggest mistake. Wrong forms, filling out things wrong.
Perfect. Thank you.
And always remember this. Your DD 214
I'm writing this down again.
is your VA birth certificate. You have
Birth
to have
certificate.
that.
Yeah, I love that saying.
And you just remind me, one thing I would just want to say is just be very clear. We are not VA. There is no VA office in Placer County. We are Veteran Service Office put in place by the county and the state.
Right.
We are not Veterans Affairs. And there's a VSO in every single county. So I just want to be clear on that.
So my other question, again, sorry to keep butting in, guys, but is this a nationwide program? It's not just California, right?
Correct.
Okay, because people will be listening all around.
Correct. So I don't know what they're called in every other state. They could be called Veteran Service Office in every other state, but they are in every state. They could have different names, but no, it's nationwide. Yeah, where the states really try to back their veterans. I'll say that. I know California does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I help veterans in New Jersey, and it's a veteran service officer. So,
and then you just want to be clear, there's a lot of organizations that are called VSOs, stand for Veteran Service Organizations. A lot of them are for profit and, however they run. So you just want to be, just clear. And it's up to the veteran, the representation they choose.
So our advice from Veterans Advice podcast is that you need to see your veteran service officer in your area.
Right.
I think you can Google it or whatever, and you go in and get the number. Make an appointment if you want compensation and pension, because I know there are not hundreds, if not thousands of veterans out there who need to get their benefits, and they either don't know how to do it or they are frustrated. But we know there's good people in this organization, and we need to get the word out.
Yes, and please understand it doesn't matter how long it's been since you've separated. I assist Korean War veterans. The bulk of it is, Vietnam veterans, Gulf War veterans, but just please don't think it's been X amount of years and you're no longer eligible. At least, reach out to some representation and find out.
And again, I wanted to point out that we're going to have the phone number. We have the phone number and email address, right, in the description on this podcast. So while you're listening to this or watching it, just scroll down a bit, and right there is how you can get in touch with the VSO in Placer County.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Okay, Tiara, I am so glad you came in here.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I appreciate it. My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Yeah. It's wonderful. Thank you. So, good questions, Joe. Thank you. Joe Morgan is our producer.
He's our producer, yeah.
Yeah.
Paul, the co-host, me, the host.
Yeah.
And Tiara, the very special guest we had in here today.
Yeah.
So, okay. what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
was-
What's your next thought there?
Well, I was hungry on the way over here, and I stopped at a place called Bagel and Bean on 12 Bridges.
Bagel and bean?
Yeah, and they give veterans discount for the bagels they make.
And what do you mean, like coffee beans or beans that you
No,
eat?
coffee you
Oh,
drink.
I don't know.
I mean,
Knowing
think
you.
you're jacking a beanstalk?
Knowing
It's
you.
a bagel and chili.
Yeah.
But
I've seen them.
they're good people. They have
funny.
great product in there. So if you get a chance, stop by and see them.
Great. Sounds good.
See you on the next podcast.
There you go. Thanks, everybody.
In me, sunshine, what have you done to me? Whoa, the enemy, sunshine, what have you done to me? Make me live my life in wonder and misery.